What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I want to talk to you about a story that is head scratching, like most of the stories I do. And as you all well know, down here in the southwest region of the United States, mainly Houston, Texas, we've experienced the hurricane. We still reeling from the effects of Hurricane Beryl, which went from the bottom of the United States all the way up to the top, leaving a trail of damage in its wake. But a lot of people didn't calculate the storm to be what it was, but it was a storm all the same. And when storms come, everybody seeks shelter, and when people leave, they take the children with them. But some people, I guess, don't see it like that. I want to tell you a story that happened out in Vinton, Louisiana. Shout out to Vinton. And it's about two boys that were left out in the storm. One is a 4-year-old boy. They were brothers. Who was found dead. The 4-year-old was found dead. The 1-year-old was found alive in a ditch. It's a heartbreaking story, and the neglect of some parents when they don't want to be parents no more is astronomical on a scale of just carelessness and it's hard to believe. But take a look at this video and we'll come back and talk about it.
In the harsh elements of Hurricane Beryl, the usually calm welcome center in Vinton was anything but. And Monday afternoon, something was spotted in the choppy water.
Yesterday, July the 8th, Sheriff's Office received the call. There was a body located in the water behind the Vinton Welcome Center.
It was a 4-year-old boy with no obvious signs of trauma and no family there looking for him. Calcasieu deputies investigated through the night, eventually receiving a call from a family member who was able to identify the child. They told detectives the boy was last seen with his mother and 1-year-old brother.
We were in the process of moving assets out to Vinton to search the body of water to see if we could locate the 1-year-old. At 9 a.m. this morning, the Sheriff's Office received a call about a baby in the ditch on I-10 eastbound.
Sheriff Stitch Guillory calls it a miracle.
And we looked at this 1-year-old as our miracle baby because he was still alive. Unbelievable. This kid spent 2 days out in the weather on the side of the highway. Thank God that trucker seen him. When you look at the video, here he was, crawling toward the highway.
Meanwhile, the mother of the children, 25-year-old Aaliyah Jack of Lake Charles, was found and arrested in Meridian, Mississippi. For now, she's charged with failure to report a missing child, but additional charges are expected.
A lot of that will depend on the autopsy, so that will determine kind of where we go. So I don't want to comment on that and really speculate on things that we don't know the answers to right now, but we'll wait for that autopsy report to come back and we'll go from there.
In Vinton, Devin DeStefano, 7 News.
All right, guys, you've seen it for yourself, man. There's some careless, heartless people out here. Here it is, a 25-year-old mother left a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old to die after the storm. Think about that. Rising water, you've seen the water out there. It was choppy and all of that. 4-year-old succumbed to the elements because they said he had no signs of trauma. So I guess, I don't know, be drowned or what, because they found him in a pool of water. And 2 days later, the 1-year-old is found. Make any of that make sense? Mom went to Meridian, Mississippi, so evidently she must have dropped them off after the storm on her way up there. They said for 2 days, a 1-year-old baby was in a ditch. Luckily, a trucker spotted him from the height of his truck going down I-10, Interstate 10. I want you to think about that for a second. This woman done went off and ran to another state, never reported the children missing. You know you dropped your babies off in miserable conditions, not fit for any type of human survival at their age, and got in the car and left like it was nothing. Went right up the road. At any given time, nothing clicked in her head like, damn, I just got rid of my children or sentenced them to death. Don't you think about that for a second. Another thing is this. That little boy was found. By the grace of God, he was found. 1 year old. Don't know anything. Exposed to the elements. And you out there in the wilderness of Louisiana, where a lot of stuff, whether it's big or small, can kill you. Said it was alligators in the thing. So you threw your kid, or let your kid off a place close where alligators could get them. I'm telling you, man, it's like the normal human instinct, the nurture, is gone nowadays. And it's been replaced by, I don't even know. I mean, some of this stuff I can't even explain to y'all. I mean, just like the lack of compassion against anybody, even your own kids. You know, we do the stories day in and day out. You know, people have no respect for children, or the innocence of a child, or just somebody that's elderly, or just their common fellow neighbor, or man or woman. This is sickening, man. I mean, anybody with common sense, this story is really disturbing. 2 days he was out there exposed to the elements. All of that humidity, heat, wet marshland, waiting for somebody to come get him. For 2 days, at 1 year old. I bet he was crying until he lost his voice. Sickening. This woman need to be shown the flowers. What you think? Leave a comment. Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. There's no picture of her because you know how to put her up on the map. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Oh yeah, and one more thing before I leave out of here. I had mentioned that she dropped these kids off, then hit back on the highway and took off. I'm anxious to see if it was anybody else in the car with her, and why she could go to Meridian, Mississippi and not take her children, even though they was last seen with her. Was it a guy involved? And I'm being honest, was she going to see a dude, or was it a dude in the car? I'm anxious to see. I'm gonna try to keep up this story because it's out of a small area. I'm gonna try to look up and see who she was found with or where she was at. Most likely, it's a in my opinion, it's just me. It's probably somebody involved that she was in a relationship with, and you met somebody and want to start over. You raise your kids like a piece of paper, and the outcome be stuff like this. Seen it multiple times. Thanks for listening.